Welcome to the Sneaker Meetup. You'll never find a more wretched hive of scum and villainy. I'm here with WuuRmY and Sweepy, otherwise known as Noah and DJ, respectively.
Hey, yo, should I shotgun my next drink?
Yeah.
What do you? Well, depends. What is it?
Well, it's like 9% with whiskey and vodka, so I might die, considering I'm surprisingly lightweight. So it might kill me.
Maybe.
If we get your recorded live.
That'd be awesome, dude. Nah, I'm not gonna shotgun it. These things are like, it's like $16 for 4 of these things, dude.
Yeah.
I'm gonna savor it for 30 seconds. Dude, understand, dude. Fisher's Island Lemonade, the official sponsor of Sneaker Meetup. That's what we're called, of Sneaker Meetup. The official sponsor. Dude, it's vodka, whiskey, and lemonade, and like, they're dangerous, dude. You can put these things down so fast. Again, they're expensive. It's like $16 for 4 of them, but they're so good.
We're also sponsored by the Methuen MSPCA location. That's where I got home.
We're also sponsored by Prime Energy.
Actually, we won't be. I got a couple things to address. We will not be sponsored by Prime. We will also not be sponsored by anything with Methuen in the title.
Yeah.
Okay, fuck off.
Go fuck Methuen,
Look,
bro.
I get you love your cat and everything.
Methuen?
He is not hearing this right now.
Bro, what are you, from Seekonk? Get out of here, bro.
Seekonk is not a real
No,
place.
but I'm pretty
Fuck
close.
you.
I'm like convinced Seekonk isn't a real place.
I knew a couple dudes from Seekonk. One of them was cool, though. He likes Celeste.
Celeste
is a good game.
Yeah, Celeste. It's an indie game. It's
an allegory for being trans.
It's a trans allegory. Copers will say otherwise. I've seen. So first of all, like, just guys, away. Celeste is like it's a platformer of a girl climbing up a mountain, and when you get up there, there's a monument for all those who fell along the way. So obviously, all those who took their own lives. It's a very meaningful, very incredible game. Even if you just put the allegory to the side, had none of that, it's still super fun. Best platformer I've played in my life. Easily a top 3 indie game of all time. And I've seen some crazy copers who say, no, it's not about trans people. The dev just said that so that they could get more traction. It's like, no, you clearly didn't fucking pay attention, you fucking troglodyte. That's what it's about. Like I get it. You don't have a spine and you are afraid to recognize that trans people exist because you're that much of a loser. But that's what it is. That's like the crazy cope, dude, like that, or like look, everyone hates that, like, Star Wars: The Legends isn't canon anymore, like it's all Disney stuff. But there are people who are like, I didn't like that, so I just decide to not believe it, and I'm like, are you 8? How old are you?
Well, yeah. I mean,
how old are you? Like, that's what children do.
Well, guess what you're dealing with?
Yeah, no, I mean, seriously, it's either a child or someone with the mind of a child.
That's
coming from me, bro. That's coming from me.
The biggest child of them all.
I'm the biggest child here, bro. That's coming out of me. Fucking insane, dude. Copers, dude. Like, man, there's some crazy copium out there that I could never. Like, I like to think I'm detached from reality, and then I see someone online who's actually detached from reality or is like Turkish, and I'm like, whoa.
Media literacy is definitely like at an all-time low. It feels
for
like.
real. Oh no, and I feel like. I don't even think it's necessarily media. I mean, media literacy, sure, but I want to say it's not at an all-time low. It's that, like, with the internet, you meet people who lack that more often.
That's fair.
Is the problem, right?
And I feel like another thing too is you're not going to hear from like the average person more on the internet. You're going to hear from
the loud, the more
media illiterate,
far louder
stuff.
Like, and usually illiterate people are very loud to make up for that.
Yeah, it's
you know what's crazy?
What?
Yeah, what's
DJ
crazy,
is like, DJ is literate, but he's still loud.
Oh yeah, no, I'm very loud. I am literate. I read a lot. I mean, even if it's not a book, even if it's just one of my favorite hobbies is going to Wikipedia and hitting a random page and just learning about something, whatever it is. One of my favorite things to do.
Ready?
Recently I read The King in Yellow. One of my favorite books. It's what inspired H.P. Lovecraft. It's like the original, like, cosmic horror.
That's the.
And it's funny because I come off very stupid, and I am pretty stupid, but I'm also kind of smart. Look, my friends and my dad too have always said, "You are the dumbest smart person I've ever met." And I get that
feel
a
like
lot,
that's a
and it's
very
really accurate.
statement.
It's very accurate. Like, I'm a smart guy, but I'm also a fucking idiot, dude.
I consider you to be one of my close friends. I would say that's a very accurate statement.
Yeah.
And dude, part of that's like, look, dude, I'm an engineer. I spend all week thinking, doing numbers, and I love it. I love my job, man. But when I get home or on the weekends, I'm not thinking. Don't you dare make me think.
I feel that.
Which is why, again, I like reading, but I do it all when I'm working, so I can think about it then.
Good.
Yeah, 5-head.
What's your favorite book?
Jesus, that's a lot. I don't know if I have a favorite book. Can I choose a children's book?
Yeah.
Honestly, dude, it's God, hold on. It is a book that my mom used to read to me as a kid, which is called "I'll Love You Forever, I'll Like You for Always." And my mom used to read it to me every night. And when I read it to this day, I burst into tears. Because it's like his mom, like, rocking him to bed. She says, "I'll love you forever, I'll like you for always, as long as I'm living, my baby will be." And it ends when she dies, and dude, I'm gonna fucking cry now.
That's a kid's book?
It's a kid's book. Dude, I'm gonna fucking cry right now, dude. It's like a children's book. And as she's like on her deathbed and he's holding her, dude, I'm gonna fucking cry.
Bro, this just got so fucking serious.
It's an emotional book.
Yeah.
Especially for me and like my link to my family as a whole. I don't know how true this is, but I heard that the guy who wrote it after his wife miscarried. I don't know how true that is. But it would track.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm good.
I was literally just about to pull out Marley and Me and talk about how I stole this from one of those like take a book, leave a book.
Dude, and now if it isn't that though, dude, Where the Wild Things Are.
Where the Wild Things Are goes stupid.
You guys seen that movie though?
Yeah,
Where the Wild Things Are movie traumatized me.
When
it's
that
not
one
Nightmare
monster gets
Fuel
his
until the
arm
very
off.
end.
When the dude gets his arm ripped off, it's insane.
Yeah, and like when the monster rips the other monster's arms off and a bunch of like fluff comes out. And I remember seeing this and screaming as a kid.
It was the John Goodman monsters, the one that went insane, right?
I don't remember. It's been fucking like
I think that's also a really funny thing to me is that in multiple pieces of big monster media, John Goodman has always been cast as one of the monsters.
Have you seen John Goodman?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, if that's not the most accurate typecasting I've ever seen.
And hey, he always does a great job. I love John Goodman, dude.
John Goodman's phenomenal.
I mean, dude, he's in Righteous Gemstones.
Everything.
He's like the dad.
He's so good in Righteous Gemstones.
And he's really good in that show. Oh yeah.
I think one of my favorite John Goodman performances is The Big Lebowski. Hands down.
Yeah. Now I'll say in Righteous Gemstones, my favorite in that is actually Adam Devine.
Adam Devine does a great job.
Adam Devine plays a like youth pastor whose job is to connect to the kids. He's like, whoa, man. And it is the perfect role for him. And
Walter
I feel
Goggins.
like he's the only one who's really gone anywhere after like, I mean, I guess Workaholics was kind of his big breakout thing.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know he mostly does like stand-up comedy anyways, not really like TV shows or what, but like I've never even seen the other dudes from Workaholics since then.
I know one of them was in Dope. He was the white dude that says the N-word in Dope. I haven't seen Dope in like 4 years. I don't remember any characters' names.
Let's see what the other guys. Blake Anderson and Anders Holm
was in that movie.
Anders Holmes isn't doing anything. Blake is in a bunch of other shit.
Anders Holm is in a sub movie coming up called About My Father. He's in a few things that I like don't recognize. Oh, he was in Sausage Party.
Great film.
He was in The Intern. Oh, he's in The Interview.
Do you remember when everyone was talking about Sausage Party and it was just about the sex scene?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Oh, hey. Actually, Anderson Holm is going to be in Monarch: Legacy of Monsters, the new Godzilla show they're doing for Apple TV.
Oh, I thought there was going to be a show about the Monarch from the Venture Brothers.
No.
That would be great. I would love a spinoff just about the Monarch. Speaking of which, didn't like Radiant is the heart of the blood of the baboon heart come out recently, which is the Venture Bros movie?
No,
If either of you
no.
are fans of Venture Bros,
It's been on my to watch list forever and just never really.
Dude, none of this
Gone
is
to it.
tracking with me. I'm sorry.
none of this. Oh,
No,
You're
yeah,
speaking
I mean,
Greek.
you kind of lost me as well. I mean, dude, I had to go to their, I had to look up workaholics to even remember their names. The only one I remember is Adam Devine, and you know why I remember Adam Devine? Because he's Pizza Steve and Uncle Grandpa. He also had that brief show, Adam Devine's House Party, on Comedy Central.
I feel
It
like
had,
he's just
one
the
season, I think.
most prominent of the three.
Yeah, well, but he also, I mean, he's in some pretty big stuff. He has a very successful stand-up career as well.
Yeah, he's in.
He hit the most mainstream success.
Apparently, he appeared in the SimCity video game trailers as the mayor. Interesting.
I believe that.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember he was in he had a recurring role in Modern Family.
Yeah, I'm just.
Yeah,
he
was the nanny.
That was one he did.
Uncle Grandpa.
I mean, right now, again, his big thing is Righteous Gemstones, and he's on a comedy tour right now as well.
Anyway, another great character in Righteous Gemstones is Walter Goggins.
Yes,
who plays the actual big mega priest.
They make you see his penis.
They do make you see.
Well, he's not really the big mega priest. What he is he's like John Goodman's character. I forget this guy's name, but he's his brother-in-law. And so, but he's always been a con man. So, yeah. And so they always fight all the time. But he wants him to help run their churches because he's really good at that, being in front of a huge crowd. That's his good thing. He wasn't the guy for church, but I mean, he was to an extent, but not to the extent that the Gemstones are.
Yeah.
I do need to continue the show still. I finished season 1 and I need to keep going. I've had other things occupying my time.
I've only watched a couple episodes of it.
It's really good.
As he says, holding up a Gundam.
I love my Gundams.
Is that the one you just got?
This is the one I just finished building. So, for those listening, I'm currently holding up what is MG, which is Master Grade Barbados, which is from the show Iron-Blooded Orphans that I just started. And what's cool about this is in a lot of the Gundams, they're using guns and stuff, but in Iron-Blooded Orphans, it's mostly melee weapons, so they're holding giant maces or axes, and it's pretty cool. But what I recently watched for Gundam was called Witch from Mercury, and that changed my life. I will never be the same man ever again.
I just started Witch from Mercury per request of DJ. It is a very good anime.
Dude, my thoughts of watching the show were my God, these bitches gay! Good for them! Good for them!
There's literally a scene in the first or second episode when one of the characters is slowly finding out that they're gay, and someone is like, "What? You don't like girls? What are you, weird?"
Yeah, no.
It's great.
She was like, because the main character Soletta is from Mercury, and she's like, but I'm a girl, and the other girl is like, Mercury must be pretty conservative. Gender doesn't matter to me, but the whole. To explain, especially for Shane, who is totally lost right now. He has no clue what's going on. And Witch from Mercury, they are at an academy.
Is actively crying right now.
And so what happens at the academy is that things are settled by duels. So you can challenge people to a duel in a mobile suit, which is like the Gundams, like the big mecha. And you can challenge people to a duel, and you set the terms, you win. So this girl basically lost a duel to this guy and now had to marry him. And then Soletta, to free her from that, basically went up in a duel against him and won. And then now, but the way it works is that no, she doesn't not have to marry him. It's that now she has to marry her.
Yeah.
Is how it actually ended up working. But it has this crazy shot of the Gundam is down on one knee and holding its hand up, and they're both standing on top of the hand. And there's ashes falling down as the lights come down, and the light hits the ashes, and it looks like dove feathers. So it's like they're at the altar. It's incredibly well made.
I think it is literally feathers, because at the end of that fight, in order to beat your opponent, you have to knock off their like the
you're
horn on
right.
their helmet or whatever.
You're right.
And the dude she's fighting
I
has
have this one. I can show it.
has this massive like feather plume on the top of his head because he's like the best duelist in the school. So he has this insane ornate Gundam. Shane's probably going to edit a picture onto the screen.
It's called
if he likes
Delanza.
us. Yeah,
it's called Delanza. He's cool.
So yeah, the big plume gets cut. I almost said flies. The feathers go everywhere, and it's just this really beautiful scene.
No, you're right.
The cinematography in that show is beautiful.
That didn't occur to me that it would be the plume on his armor. I didn't actually realize that. That's a good point.
It's just like a whole universe that.
Oh, so it's a bunch of different.
This isn't even attached to the main Gundam.
Gundam has been around since 1979. There are innumerable shows, movies, OVAs, manga. There's so much.
I believe it.
And this is just the most recent. Right. There's like the main universe that's been there since 1979, but then there's like this is Gundam Witch from Mercury, which is its own completely separate thing. Iron-Blooded Orphans is its own thing. There's a bunch that are like their own completely separate thing with their own concepts. Like normally in Gundam, any Gundam is just the mecha suit, but in Gundam Witch from Mercury, there's mobile suits and then there's Gundams, and the Gundams are advanced to mobile suits with like special software, and that's the difference between the two.
Word.
You get all that? Shane?
Yeah, I'm writing it down for the test. We had Gundam. My like exposure to Gundam was that we had one of the old like shows from the 80s playing on the TV in the studio when we were recording.
I guess they used to show it on like Toonami, I think. Yeah. I never really. And now anyone who knows me, everyone knows, I love big robots. I always love my big robots.
Yeah, Bionicles.
So if we'll get to that.
That's going to be a whole other fucking episode.
It's going to be like a whole 5 episodes. What are you talking?
That's going to be like
minimum.
If we start a Patreon for the podcast, that's going to be like one of its own tiers. Is just like the DJ
Gundam
Bionicle hour.
Yeah.
But the whole thing with Gundam is that like you'd think I'd have already been into it, considering my love for mecha and anything sort of even just robot related or mecha related.
This is only
but
recent.
It was always a matter of when, right? Not if I'd get into it. And so all this happened is I only got into this a little more than a week ago. I've already spent so much money on it.
I was gonna say
my friend Ricardo, he got married. Yay! And they honeymooned in Japan. And they went to Yokohama where there was a real life-size Gundam of the RX-78, like the original. It's like 4 stories tall. Like it's giant and it moves like its hand. I think it's just its right arm can come up. It's pretty damn cool. And he sent me that and a picture of it. And I was like, yeah, I guess I may as well start watching Gundam finally.
You're like, I'm into Gundam now.
I took it as a sign, right? And I'm halfway through the first episode of Witch from Mercury, and I pull up Amazon on my other monitor. I'm like, yeah, we're doing this. And I ordered 2 of them.
Here's the dangerous thing about Gundams too, is it's not like he bought 4 or 5 and cleared out his bank account. How many did you buy? Like 20?
Okay, hold on. So
they're like $20 a pop.
Yeah, depending on the one you get. So I've got Ariel and Calibarn I bought first. Then I've got Zaku 2, Heavy Arms, Virtue, Delanza. I've got an Ariel rebuild. I've got the one that just came in today, Live Lance Heaven. Right. I've got Barbados. Are you guys counting? Good, because I'm not. I've got... hold on. What the fuck this thing is? This one, like, transforms into a jet.
Is that the same one or a different one?
That was the same one.
No, it's... Yeah. I've got Real Grade Gundam Unicorn. I've got Real Grade RX-178 Mark II. And I've got Real Grade Eva 02 from Evangelion. Because they make more than just Gundam. They'll do other series as well. And technically, I do have another Calibarn because they accidentally shipped me another, but I'm giving this to a friend. How many was that?
That's 14.
Count it. We'll say 14. I started counting late. We'll add another one. We'll call it 15.
Now here's crazy.
And you said this was a week ago?
About a week ago, yeah, a week and a half. And so what's even more dangerous is my friend, my old coworker, super into Gundam since he was just a kid, tells me, dude, you got to check out Gundam Pros in New Bedford, Mass. And I'm like, I don't really want to go to New Bedford, but okay, right, yeah. But he's like, he says it's creepy, but once you get in there, it's cool. So I'm like, all right. So my friend, I go there with my buddy Kyle, right? And we're there, and we're like, where's the sign? Like, there's no door. It's like an old abandoned textile mill / warehouse. It's really creepy. And we call, and they're like, oh, yeah, you've actually got a call to get in. If you come over the door, we'll get you. You got to walk down the alley. And I'm like, okay. So, walk down the alley. I'm like, dude, are we about to get jumped in New Bedford, like, broad daylight? And they come over, they open the door, and they're like, hey! And I'm like, hey. And they walk us through, and first we go through an abandoned warehouse filled with baby cribs, and I'm already thinking, like, I should turn around and run.
Yeah.
Like, then we go through another abandoned warehouse that's empty. I'm like, I should really turn around and run. And then we get to the third warehouse that's theirs, and I walk in, it's like heaven on earth. They have Gundams like stacked like 20 feet to the ceiling. It's crazy. And I'm talking to them. It's run by like 3 dudes, and they are the 4th largest distributor in the country. It's crazy, and the largest in New England. And
well, I would assume.
So, anyways, this place is a half hour down the road. So I walk in there with Kyle, and I just start looking. I'm just like, yup. I'm just taking shit. Anything, if I see it, it looks cool, I'm pulling it off the shelf. And I got like 6 of them. I'm like, hold them up with my chin, like walking around like a maniac. Well, and then they tell me like, oh yeah, over here are the damages, so they're 10 to 20% off because the boxes are damaged and some people like to collect them, so we can't sell those online, so we have them for sale here. And I'm like, real shit? I just start taking more, dude.
Oh my god. How much money did it run you?
$200.
I don't understand, dude. More. That's not
you don't
bad.
Understand, dude. With the amount I got, if that was Warhammer 40K, I'd have spent easily $1,200. Like minimum $1,200 for what I got. The amount of plastic.
It depends on the faction. And you'd probably just be getting like Space Marines, so that'd be.
Crazy, dude. No, dude, I would have spent so much fucking. I would have been fucking bankrupt, dude. Like, it's crazy, but it's so much cheaper. Like I put there, and they're like, yeah, it'll be $200. I'm like, that's it.
For like, I think. Hold on, I'm gonna go to Games Workshop's website right now. So,
dude, I can tell you, just this tiny little box I have right next to me, Warhammer Horus Heresy Mark 6 Tactical Squad. This little box to compare to your Gundam, so you can see Shane at least. It's not much. Yeah. It's about half the size of the Gundam. This Gundam cost me $25. These Space Marines, $80. $80 fucking dollars. Games Workshop is dead to me. They are dead and fucking buried, bro.
Yeah.
I'm never doing Warhammer again. It's over. I'm moving on.
Hey,
I'm going to Gundam. It's cheaper. It's cooler. Oh my god, dude. Their shows don't suck, except for Pariah Nexus. God bless.
Pariah Nexus.
I
almost said Astartes, but that's fan made.
Yeah, technically it's official now, but it was originally fan made.
It's official in the capacity that they put it in, that they made the Retributors lore accurate and like canon.
But yeah, I like Gundams. They're pretty damn cool.
Hey, go off. Look, man, I like Pokemon. Noah likes fucking baseball, I guess.
I should say, again, the cheapest Gundams I've seen, the cheapest one I've seen was like $15. The most expensive, like $300 is the most expensive I've seen, which is crazy. Because the most expensive Warhammer thing I've seen is like $1,500, and that's one piece of a set. To actually finish it takes like $2,500 to $3,000.
Is that the Mantis?
No, it's the Warlord Titan.
Oh yeah,
it's on Forge World. Yeah, Which is crazy because Forge World is resin, so it's supposed to be higher detailed and like more, so it's more expensive. But the resin they use is shit, and you don't really get much more detail compared to just the regular plastic. Like it really is just a rip off. Games Workshop is just scamming people, dude. And like I knew that, right? Like I mean, I know like 3D printing, I know like injection molded plastic. For God's sakes, I'm an engineer, right? And I knew that I was basically getting ripped off, but I didn't really understand the true extent of it until I got Gundam, and I'm like, that's $20.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
That's a W.
Yeah.
I cannot tell you a lie. Once we started this conversation, I pulled up Amazon.
Yeah.
Now he's
I'm looking at Gundams right
fixating.
now.
That's what I'm saying,
I'm
man.
not fixating.
Dude,
You're cool.
they're so good, man.
Fixating.
One of the ones I really like. Hold on.
Here we go.
Wait, no, that's right. I have the extra box right here. The one I pulled up earlier, Calibarm. One of my favorites is it has a big rifle with a back blast, right? Like a back blast shield. And one of the things I thought was brilliant is that the people in Witch from Mercury who control the Gundams are called witches. So she's the Witch from Mercury. I didn't realize till I saw it in motion that the black blast shield makes it like a broom. So it's a witch's broom. It's genius. It's such a brilliant design. Like whoever made this stuff is just, oh my god, they're genius, man. I'm so happy I got into it. It's so much fun. It's just as satisfying, if not more, than like Warhammer was for me. It's so good, dude. It's so good. The only thing that Warhammer has over it is the video games. The Gundam games kind of suck. But we got Armored Core, and Armored Core is basically a Gundam game. It's really good. I beat Armored Core 4 times.
Didn't it just come out?
Yeah, I beat it 4 times. I have like 50 hours in it.
Jesus Christ.
Dude, it was so well. There's also like 3 endings.
I barely find time to just like sit down and you know what I did earlier when you were like texting me and you were like, "When are we gonna do this fucking podcast?" You know what I was doing? I fucking sat. I kid you not, and I played The Last of Us 2 for
oh hell yeah
15 minutes, and then I was like, "I'm gonna go take a nap." And
God.
it's not just like it's like I could play for longer. I'm just like, I don't know, man. My attention span these days, I want to just sit and play games, you know.
See, here's the thing: is my attention span is low, but I at any given time have like 4 different things happening. I've got a stream going up. Dude, I don't think you understand.
You're consuming constantly.
Like, yeah. Oh, I gotta consume. Dude, I'm the consumer Wojak. Like, dude, I'll be on my deathbed and go.
Put on Corona. Put on the Corona stream.
Hey, bro, at least I'm not buying Funkos.
Damn.
Dude, some of the old Funkos were good, though. The Titanfall ones were cool. The ones that, basically, if they don't have the big beady eyes, they're pretty good. But 90% of them do.
I hate that shit. It looks stupid.
It looks so dumb.
I had a friend for Christmas get me a Tony Hawk Funko Pop, and then I was like, do I start collecting
And I was like,
these?
this guy kind of looks like Tony Hawk.
Fuck.
Whoa.
Dude, no, collecting the Pokemon game's so much better, though. I just got my hands on Leaf Green.
Oh, yeah?
From a friend for like $30.
Yeah, are there any ones you're missing?
Oh, I'm missing a ton. Like, okay,
because I was gonna say, if I can find my like copy of Emerald, I'll give it to you for like $20, $30 if you want.
Do it.
Yeah, no,
Dude,
I'll see if I can
whatever
get my hands on it. The thing about Pokemon though is objectively the best Pokemon game is in fact Explorers of Sky, and you're wrong if you say otherwise.
That was the first game that made me cry.
It's just, dude, Explorers of Time, Darkness, and Sky had me like crying like a baby. And they all have the same main story, but then Sky has that expansive post story with Darkrai. It's crazy.
Yeah.
It's so crazy how much content is in that game, dude. And because it's all randomly generate dungeons, it's so replayable.
So I have Red, Blue, Yellow, Blue Rescue Team, Leaf Green, Omega Ruby, Moon, and new Pokemon Snap. Physically.
I'll have to see if I have my Red Rescue Team.
Oh, and then I have in Japanese, I have Red, Yellow, the original pinball game, the original trading card game.
I used to play the
Silver.
Ruby Sapphire pinball game all the time.
Gas.
So there's this game, a pinball game. I have to look it up. It's called like Devil's something.
It's called the Windows XP Space Pinball. You ever play it?
Yeah, no, seriously. It's Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
That was the good shit though. Do they
Was
have
it-
pinball on Windows 10? They
I
should.
believe so. Yeah.
No, I don't think so. I
Nope.
think they
They
stopped
don't
it with
have any
Windows 8.
games.
They stopped it with Windows 8, I think.
No
I
games
played a
on my...
pinball game. Oh, here it is, Xenotilt.
Is it
This
like
is the one I
related?
played,
Is it
Xenotilt.
related to Xenoblade?
No, it's not. It's not. I played this at PAX East 4 years ago, maybe 5, and it was
Hostile
really good.
pinball
I had
action.
I had a ton of fun with it, and I was I was I played it and I was talking to the devs there. I was like, this reminds me of like the old Ruby Sapphire like Pokemon pinball games, and they were like, that was like our direct inspiration.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And I was like, oh shit, no kidding.
Oh, this shit
And
looks fun.
like just playing it for like the 10 minutes I had was like, you could totally see the inspiration. It feels just like it. They have like the bosses and stuff. It's so much fun. I highly recommend picking
Oh,
it
it's
up.
in early access right now.
Yeah, but it was only at it was at like PAX for a bit. I didn't realize it was only in early access, but yes, it is very good. I had a ton of fun with it. I think it's like a 2-man team. It's very enjoyable.
It's very charming.
Xenotilt
Very
hostile pinball action.
I'm pretty sure that was it.
That's the game.
Well, dude, yeah, the Ruby Sapphire pinball game was...
Oh, dude, I remember like
I sunk hours
one
into
of the
that.
bosses you could fight was a Dusclops that would show up, and that one would always get me as a kid. I was really
He
bad
just
at
put
fighting
his
that one,
hands
but I
out.
loved it. And I remember the one time I managed to finally get to Kyogre, and I beat him, and I was like, yeah, yeah.
And then it just spawned you back in, and they were like, oh,
It's
we're
like
just back here.
it's so crazy that like pinball, dude. To this day, I still love pinball, dude. Like I'll go to this place in Cambridge called Roxy's. If you guys have ever been, it's a barcade. So at the front, it's almost like an old-fashioned diner kind of vibe at the front. Food comes out real quick. It's delicious. Highly recommend. It's in Cambridge, and but there's always a line. But if you can get in the back, it is a barcade with a pinball, all these like other like classic arcade games like Rampage and whatnot. Cool stuff. They have like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. What is it? I think Turtles in Time, I think was the arcade game. They have that. All these classics. You can sit at the bar and play like Mortal Kombat or fucking Fortnite. Like just right there at the bar. And they have their own unique food and drink menu. They have a shot I really like called Compound V after the boys. And it's like this bright blue, like blue raspberry flavored shot, and it's delicious. It's an awesome, awesome place.
I recently stayed at a house that had 2 pinball machines in their basement when I was staying at a house for work, and they had a Game of Thrones pinball machine, and they had a Jurassic Park pinball machine, which Noah actually got the chance to just I think I was probably there for a good 45 minutes just trying to beat the dad's high score because I just and he was like, I think you would get sued if you beat the dad's high score.
I think if you beat his high score, you were not getting paid.
I was going to
like
say,
88 billion.
Do you think it's like a challenge? Do you think he's going to ask for his tip back?
Personally, if someone beat my high score,
bigger tip for me,
like that, I would double my tip. Like for sure.
I'd be like, great job, soldier. It was fun though. Bless you, DJ.
Thanks, King. Muted my mic for that one.
Yeah, that was good.
You're welcome.
But yeah, no, the pinball's a timeless classic.
I wonder why. Like there are definitely
because it's
easy.
It's like easy, but it is challenging.
Yourself, I'm autistic. There are some old games that I don't know. They're different, but I don't know, man. Pinball, the flashing lights, the epilepsy. I don't know. It gets me, you know.
The epilepsy.
It's definitely something to do with the loud noises and the flashing lights. I think you hit the nail on the head.
Yeah, it is. I think it's still.
It has to be.
Like you know how they design shitty games these days to hit the reward center of your brain. Like, oh, you got some loot. Now keep going. Or they make loot boxes being flashy and whatnot.
Yeah.
To, hit that reward center. It's like that, but it costs me either nothing or 10 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, Hans.
Yeah, no, I'm distracted by
I'm
your
interested
cat right
in
now,
what he's
Noah.
looking for.
He was making some biscuits.
He was doing more than biscuits.
No, he was pouncing because
he actually just pissed on your bed. Whoa! I was thirsty. How'd he know?
Dude, it's been a year since you've got him, isn't it?
No, it'll be a year in January.
Really? January?
Yeah, I got him in January. He is a year old though.
I feel like you've had him
Little
longer than
guy.
that.
I think my parents have had. Waylon is.
Oh,
almost
maybe
3
it
years
was
old.
that. It was his birthday recently.
Yeah, his birthday was
And
September.
my parents have had Wyatt for about a year and a half, I want to say. Wyatt's still fucking terrified of everything. It's so difficult to get that cat to come out and do anything. I don't know why. He's scared of everyone but my dad. We have no clue. Like literally, my mom brought him down the Cape, and my dad had to come and bring him back because he wouldn't come out and eat anything. Like he's terrified of fucking everything. I don't know.
Okay.
We've only retrieved the little cat with kindness. I mean, my dad tried to get me to leave my best friend's fucking wedding to feed the cats, and I'm like, no. like that's the kind of care these cats are fucking getting. Is my dad was freaking the fuck out that I wouldn't leave my best friend's wedding. Like,
dude, he's just like, it's so crazy, like seeing how affectionate he's grown towards you, like since you got him. I mean, like
he's already been very.
When you got him, he was very like he was better than you probably would have expected. But like even now, like he's so much more affectionate towards you.
His personality has come through.
Oh yeah,
However,
it's honestly like you guys have similar personalities now.
We're both
fucking stupid.
We're both dumb. We're both loud.
Hey, you want to talk about dumb and loud? We already said that's me. We said that
video,
earlier. Pay attention.
That video where he's at the door meowing to go outside, and you're like, bro, you just almost got hit by a car, you fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Troglodyte.
He gets very excited when I come home, and he just sits in the window and just goes.
I can't even hear it. You're not even coming through.
Not even coming through.
Yeah, I was going to say that's great for the podcast. Thanks.
Yeah, cool,
yeah,
cool.
We'll flash it on the screen.
Yeah. Anyways, Shane, I meant to ask: is that the little tree in the background? Is that one of the Lego trees? Because I can't tell, and I've been curious.
Oh, that guy?
The pink one.
It's one of these.
Is it like a real plant?
No. It's. I got it. I won it at a bowling alley arcade.
Oh, okay. I literally thought it was like one of the Lego succulents you can buy.
No,
which are pretty cool, by the way.
I feel like I have one.
I mean,
maybe I don't,
Peter's got the Lego bonsai.
Yeah, those
they are pretty cool.
They were sick until every person got one during COVID,
Fair.
And then it was like, okay, come on, like,
yeah,
I don't feel cool anymore.
Come on, build a PC like everyone else during COVID.
But yeah, I still gotta hang up my little neon sign that I have.
Dude, my buddy, going back to Gundam because it's more important. Mm-hmm. My buddy has one the neon tube lights of one of the Gundam faces. It's really, really cool.
Dude, neon lights are sick.
Yeah, they're also expensive really cool. As hell, though.
They sure are. You know how much I paid? Chat paid for my neon sign, but it was like between $250 and $300. Like,
yeah, no, they're always like that. It's ridiculous.
I should just go and make one, I think.
This is actually what the Sound of Silence was about, where they bowed and prayed to the neon god they made. It's like that. That's what it's about.
Yeah.
It's about the price of neon signs.
You know what I hate though is
the price of neon signs.
Well, that, but also when people get neon signs, but it's like some generic live, laugh, love shit.
No, if you get a neon sign, go big.
Yeah.
Or get one of the Budweiser or Bud Light ones for your man cave or something, you know.
Ready?
Get something iconic like that, or something super unique. Don't
custom neon signs.
Love.
Yeah, or let's party. Believe in kindness.
Believe in kindness. No.
Hello, gorgeous.
Hell, dude, is that it? Dude, I'd get that as a neon sign though.
That would be sick.
Says $10. I'm not buying that. I don't.
Dude, that's a scamaz.
That's just LEDs inside of tubes.
Oh yeah, for sure.
They just send you just a single tube, and it's like, here you go, this is what you asked for, right?
It has help. It's written. It's written in pen on the tube.
What else? What else? There was another one that was stay a while, shit like that. I'm all set. Or
if you're gonna do something like that, don't spend a ton of money. If you're doing a neon sign, get something that really pop.
Yeah, get something
know?
that's like worth it, not some generic shit
Bow
that
and
you
pray
could
to
buy
the
at
young
Home
God we
Goods.
made.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
The only
saying.
God I pray to.
It's the God I pray
Uh,
to is Neon Lights. You know, Neon Lights was a really good song on the recent 1OK Rock album. No, she knows exactly. And see, Teddy Swims was on that album, right? Teddy
Teddy
Swims is
Swims is
surprisingly
really
big in the
big
metal scene.
metal. Yeah.
So for anyone who doesn't
Teddy
know,
Swims.
we have this bit going where I don't even remember how it started. I mentioned
It
Teddy
was you.
Swims. Well, yeah, I know it started with me, but I
It
don't
was
remember how
Twitty-
Teddy Swims came up. I think I was listening
Twitty
to just
Swims.
Please Turn Green, and I
Yeah.
happened to mention it was a good song, and then you had mentioned, dude, I really like Teddy Swims. I was like, dude, I think Teddy Swims is on the new 1OK Rock album, and then you were like, yeah, he's pretty big in the metal scene. And then because I was stupid and thought it was funny, I just repeated
just
the entire
repeated the bit.
conversation. So now we have
We
this
just kept
bit
going.
where we just keep bringing up Teddy Swims and then keep repeating the exact same conversation. Like, I'll be stuck at like a red light and I'll think, please turn green. I'll be like, gotta text Shane. I'm
Great.
texting at the wheel. Gotta text him. Gotta
It's
let
the-
him know.
hey,
This is
there's
just
actually-
like Teddy Swims.
It's
That's
like the
just-
definition of brain rot, dude.
It's like, and we still
actually,
play,
though-
whenever we have like a Pandora playlist in the office, and whenever Teddy Swims comes on, I text Shane. I text Shane random things depending on the song I'm listening to. If the song Overkill by Riot comes on, I always text him in all caps, bust it. And that usually comes by at like 7:30 in the morning because that's when I like to listen to it. Shane, you described that song as what it's probably like to have a heart attack, and I still think you're right.
Yeah, I would say that's an accurate description.
It's a great song, man. They went hard. They went hard in the paint with that one. Let me tell you.
They did. The intro could be a little bit shorter.
There's a new
It's true.
Teddy
But the build-up's
Swims.
great.
Teddy Swims album. Have you listened to it?
No, I still need to though. But I heard. Have you heard "Please Turn Green" by Teddy Swims?
Yeah, I
it's
actually
pretty good.
have. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you know he's actually on the new 1OK Rock album.
Yeah, he's actually very big in the metal scene.
Oh, dude, no kidding. Have you heard "Please Turn Green"?
No, I'm not doing it. Wait, I gotta send you this video.
I shit you not. They did this for like an hour once.
Yeah.
Like an hour
I
straight.
think we only stopped because I think Shane had to go somewhere, or like
Probably.
I did. I think that's why we
nauseating.
stopped.
I saw
wait,
this.
dude,
this
no, you
this
go ahead.
video on
It didn't
Instagram.
matter. You could kick them from the call. You could do whatever. They'd come back and then immediately right back into it.
Yeah. Wait, are we gonna stop?
Yeah,
Hopefully.
bro, stop like a red light, dude. Please, that's a red light. It's like, have you heard Teddy Swim song "Please Turn Green"?
Oh, I actually have. Teddy Swims is really good.
Yeah, it's really good. You know, he's on the new 1OK Rock album.
Yeah. That's because he's like pretty big in the metal scene.
Oh,
like
dude,
he
no
features
kidding.
on a lot of their songs.
This is my Sisyphusian boulder.
Dude, this is like the have you guys heard like the crazy thing? Crazy. I was crazy once. They put me in a room,
Yeah.
a rubber room with rats, and rats make me crazy. Crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It's like that. It's like that, but with fucking Teddy Swims for like literally no reason.
I saw this video on Instagram yesterday, and it was this guy, and he had a cup of lean, and his friend was like trying to get him to try it, and he's like, "It's like Sprite, but with like grape in it." And he goes, "Oh, this?" And he goes, "Yeah, that right there." It's like they're both just sitting around this cup. He's like, "Yeah, right there." And he goes, "Oh yeah, man, I'm gonna try it." And he has it, and he's like, "Yeah. What do you think? Well, like, what do you think?" He's like, "Yeah, it's kind of like Sprite with grapes in it." And he's like, "Grape flavored Sprite." And he goes, "What, this?" And he goes, "Yeah. Why don't you try it?" it's just this loop of him like.
I think I've seen that. Dude, whenever I think of lean, I think of two things. A, one of my all-time favorite tweets of lean is a drug. I think of that. Well, Shane's got to hear this next one, dude. Where is he?
I can hear you.
Here he is. Hi, Shane.
Hi.
So, I think of two things. I think of A, lean is a drug? One of my favorite tweets from minor Twitter, I guess, because no way that dude isn't a kid. And I forget what number two. No, wait. No. I remember. The one, it was my first, like, Friday night in college. You've heard this, Noah. The first time I saw someone make lean. It was literally our first Friday night. We had drinks. We had, like, beer and stuff. But one of my roommates, I won't say his first name because I don't want to say his whole name because his last name was McLean.
No way.
And he goes ahead and just starts making lean in the dorm. McLean. He's like, make lean. That's the first and actually the only time I've ever seen someone make lean was then. Because I do pretty well for myself. And I can
just
afford
make
to
it.
not
Just
drink
make it.
lean. No, I don't want lean.
Hey, you'll be fine.
You'll be
I'm all
fine.
set.
You're fine.
You'll be
All
fine.
set.
You have a good. You don't get addicted to things easily, right?
I still think it's funny.
certainly
Like
don't like Gundam.
when I was working at Walgreens, like we obviously would
He says
card
with
for
a mountain of plastic behind him.
where we would card for cough syrup, obviously. But I thought it was so funny that like people to this day are still like, why do you guys card for that? Like everyone knows, man. Come on.
I mean, is it like older people? I would imagine that don't get it.
No, you like I feel like middle-aged people, like even kids know, like
Yeah.
they can't just fucking buy cough syrup. Although I was
That
buying
might also just because they kind of grew up and not being able to buy it anyway, so they just sort of know they didn't question it.
I was buying some recently, and usually I get carded, like when I buy alcohol and stuff. And I was at a self
You look
checkout.
like a baby. A baby man.
I was at a self checkout with cough syrup, and I scanned it, and it was like, "Please wait, help is on the way. Have your ID ready." And I had my ID ready, and he just looked at me and like scanned the thing, and I was like,
Well, that's happens to me. Like, I never get carded, given I'm pretty huge. So
recently I haven't gotten carded as much, but it used to happen a lot. I remember one time I gave him my ID, and it was my old ID where I had no facial hair and I had like a spiky rhino haircut and braces. And he looks at it and he looks at me and he goes, "Is this you, bud?" I was like, even with like you can tell that it's the same person.
Dude, that reminds me. Back when I went to Wentworth Institute of Technology, right? There was this guy. We had the C store. I forgot.
Oh
I
yeah,
think it's
I
just because it was on
love
the
the C
corner.
store.
Called the C store, right? And there's
I've been there.
this one dude who worked there. This old fucking grouchy. I hated this motherfucker.
He was an asshole.
And everyone has stories. One my coworker who went there told me that he went there and he had his friend's ID because I think he forgot his or something, so his friend or he left it in the classroom, so he borrowed his friends to go buy something with it. And no, sorry, I'm misremembering. What it was so his name is Ariel, and he hands the guy his ID, and he's like, Ariel's is a girl's name. This isn't yours. And he's like, my name is fucking Ariel. It's a unisex name. He's like, this isn't yours.
Oh, good.
Before I report you. Like, what the fuck? Right? Mine, so I go in there once with my boy Kyle. This is freshman year. Kyle's like
a girl's name.
Kyle eats like one meal a day, right? So he has a ton of money left over. And what happens is if you don't use up all your meal plan at the end of the year, it's just wasted. The college takes it. Of course they do. Right? And so what happens is we have to get rid of it. So every night we're going there, we're buying a ton of Mountain Dew, snacks, whatever we can get, because he literally has like $1,000 in like 3 weeks left in the year. So we're going there, buying stuff all the fucking time, right? And so we go in there one night after doing this for about a week and a half, maybe. And that fucking guy looks at Kyle and goes, if you didn't have all that money, he wouldn't be friends with you. And we're like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you to question our fucking friendship, you prick? And we still talk about it to this day. Everyone has had a bad interaction with that. He's such an ass.
Dude, the amount of like, I feel like school stores and like we had what we called the bistro, which would just be outside of the dining hall. There was like a Subway, a burger place, a smoothie place, and like that's where you'd use your school dining points or whatever, kind of like the C store.
Yeah.
But I feel like those places are designed to like employ the like meanest people.
Yeah.
Hang on.
See, we had a lot of nice people to C store.
Okay.
It's just this one guy, including the goth girl that I failed to rizz up. The Lord had tested me and I failed.
But I mean, that's on you.
Of course it's on me. Have you fucking met me?
Yes.
I went to the burger place like my freshman year of college.
Bet you did.
And all the burgers had like goofy names. Like the cheeseburger was called a little bit of cheese on that. And my dumbass is like, am I supposed to say this when I order? Like I can't say cheeseburger.
That's
They're
like
not gonna
going
know what I
to
mean.
and IHOP and being like, I'll take the fruit pancakes. Like, say it. I'll have the broody tooty fresh and fruit.
So
Thank you.
I went there and I go, oh yeah, could I just get a little bit of cheese on that? And the guy's like, a little bit of cheese on what? And I was like, the cheeseburger. And he goes, oh yeah, for sure, man.
Dude, my friend Sal has this crazy story of him being a total fucking idiot. So I wasn't there for this. I've only heard the stories, but they all went out to dinner. I forget where. And so they're all ordering drinks and whatnot. And my friend Sal, he orders a Shirley Temple, but he couldn't remember the name he couldn't remember the name Dirty Shirley. So, but he ordered Shirley Temple. Then, as the waitress walks away, he goes, "Wait, and make it dirty."
I love
exactly
that.
like that. And so when they did the receipt later, they wrote, "Thanks for making it dirty."
Oh, that's
great.
like
Just
that's
make it dirty. We say that all the time now.
That's like fucking. We went to a restaurant. It was Dylan's parents like own a restaurant. We were there.
I bet it was.
And Landon was there, and we were sitting next to each other. And I was getting a peanut butter and jelly burger. And so Landon orders, and then he goes, and a peanut butter and jelly burger for the gentleman to my left. Just like fucking ordering like you're in a movie.
Dude,
Let me take it shaken.
99, I ordered chicken tenders and fries with honey mustard, right? I've been going there for 25 years ordering chicken tenders and fries with honey mustard, and I still do that. You know why? Because the 99 has excellent chicken tenders and fries with honey mustard. And
the best ones?
You will take my chicken tenders and fries with honey mustard when you pry them from my cold dead hands. All right? They are so good. My whole family orders
I think I might get the 99's honey or chicken tenders with honey mustard and fries.
Yeah.
And dude, and what's great is you get two sides. So you can do two sides of fries.
Double fries.
Yeah.
Or alternatively, do you like broccoli?
99,
do you like broccoli? Because
fries
and broccoli is not a bad combo.
I have really weird taste buds where it's mostly that of an 8-year-old, where I'm like, no broccoli or Brussels sprouts. I hate them, but I love spinach. I love spinach and I love asparagus.
Good stuff.
Like good shit.
You know what's a tragedy is that
9/11.
Well, yeah, but people outside of New England don't get to experience.
Don't have 99. None of my boys that are down in Florida or Texas, I'm like, y'all remember the 99? They're like, what's the 99? I'm like,
I know. I found out.
They also don't know what steak dips are.
They also don't know what Friendlies is, but they have an alternative to Friendlies.
Bro, Friendlies is so genius. You know why? They're like, how do we make chicken tenders better? We put it on a stick.
Yeah.
Crucify the chicken.
Really? Yes. Brilliant, dude. Chili's does something similar where if you order chicken tenders and fries, first of all, they ask you if you want the chicken tenders like crispy, which is great. Of course I want them crispy. I love that they ask that. And but they also give you corn on the cob, but they cut out the middle and they shove it on a stick. I love it. Chili's, you know, like those like family chain restaurants. So 99, Chili's, Friendlies, Fridays, like stuff like that. Applebee's. I hate Applebee's. Uno's, exactly. Uno's not doing so well lately, unfortunately. But anyways, Chili's, super underrated. They're my second after the 99.
Yeah.
I love them, dude. We used to go to the the Fridays at Brigham Circle back in college. And we went there once with my roommate. It's me, my roommate Kyle, my roommate Nick, and this is the same Kyle from the earlier stories. And we were signing the checks, and Nick's pen explodes all over his shirt, and he literally refused to ever go there again.
One of my biggest fears.
It was so fucking funny, dude. He was so upset.
So I remember one time when I was a little kid, we went out to dinner at like Longhorn Steakhouse.
Hell yeah.
And I went to go like put some ketchup on my plate, but there was like a little tiny pinhole in the bottom of like the ketchup bottle, so nothing was coming out. I turned it over. The thing, all the pressure went,
That
and the thing
popped.
exploded all over my face.
That's fucking awesome.
And it was hilarious. I was like, I was laughing. Everyone thought I was crying for a second because I was laughing so hard.
Jeez.
Dude, Longhorns,
the manager,
underrated.
dude, the manager ended up comping our meal because of it. It was sick.
Dude, Longhorns underrated. My friend and I, when I used to work down in Marion, Mass, we used to go to the Wareham Crossing for lunch every now and then, and we love going to Longhorns because they have really good lunch deals. Where it's like
Dude,
you can get like a burger, chicken sandwich, a bunch of fries, and it's always good portions with the soda, and it come out to like $10, like with tip.
Dude,
like
I'm
lunch deals
sorry.
were fantastic.
Fuck the lunch deals. The bread at
Oh
Longhorn.
no, and their bread. Oh, their bread second only to, may they rest in peace, Bugaboo Creek.
Oh,
Bugaboo Creek
so
bread.
good.
Dude, you have no idea what you missed out on. Their bread, undefeated to this day. It was the same, like, was it the rye bread? I forget what it is, like the brown bread. It's the same kind of bread as Longhorns, but
it was like honey wheat.
perfect. It's like perfectly soft. It always comes out so warm. The butter melts right away. They had their bread recipe to a science, bro. Perfect bread every time.
And the kitchen would just pump it out. Astronomical.
Oh my god,
levels.
dude. We used to go to the Bugaboo Creek all the time when I was a kid. Oh my god.
Bugaboo Creek was also sick because it had all like the talking, all of the
I didn't like those as a kid. My dad used to have to hold me when I was a kid to bring me in because I was terrified of the animatronic tree. It freaked me out.
The tree was kind of fucked up. I'm not gonna lie.
It had the big creepy eyes.
The best one though was the big fucking moose. The moose.
They had the moose on one side and they had the buffalo on the other.
Buffalo on the other.
Oh yeah. And like if it was your birthday though, they come out with like a big like moose puppet hat. And you kiss the moose.
Yeah.
Which in hindsight was probably not very hygienic. I have to wonder how often that thing was cleaned. But I loved it as a kid. And I also
none
like
of that matters now.
Kids are like nigh immortal. All right, you could drop a kid out of like a third-story window.
They survive.
Get up and laugh.
They're also sick all the time.
Yeah, so no, kids are like nigh immortal. Okay,
dude,
is it really possible to kill a child? Today on Dude, What Would Happen? We tend to find out. We'll be killing this child.
There's another kind of like birthday tradition that I think about that, where it's like Texas Roadhouse's saddle.
I've never been.
I went a long time ago, but I don't remember it.
A great thing with Texas Roadhouse. Also, we should go again simply for their rolls and their butter.
I'd be down to go.
They have like their own whipped cinnamon butter.
Podcast with Texas Roadhouse.
Don't their employees like do a square dance thing?
They do. So they have a dance routine to Boot Scoot and Boogie, and to a couple other songs, and they have like different call and responses. Where I grew up in Nashua, there was a Texas Roadhouse maybe like 15 minutes away, so we used to go all the time because I was obsessed with that place. And like if it was Boot Scoot and Boogie, they would like go around to the tables and get all the kids to come into the aisles.
Yeah.
And then they'd do the thing, and it was cool.
My dad loves Moe's because when you walk in, they go, Welcome to Moe's. And what he does is he'll go in there and he'll say it first when he walks in. Welcome to Moe's.
That's a dad thing.
No, anyway, he loves it. And when they put a Moe's in Bellingham, he was so excited. So excited for Moe's. And now I like Moe's a bit more than Chipotle, I want to say.
Oh, 100%.
Like I like them a bit more, but Chipotle's are just more common, which is a shame because I wish Moe's were.
Moe's, I feel like Moe's has
Boloco though.
Boloca?
They're like barely around anymore. They had some locations in Mass, mainly in Boston. I think there might have been one in like Greater Boston. They had a couple in New Hampshire, but they specialized in like bowls. They were really, really good. Boloco's awesome. There's one outside the Children's Hospital. I used to go to when I go to the CVS there to get my meds when I was in college, and I go to the Boloco after, and they were awesome. But there's like, I think they like mostly shut down. There might be one or two left. It's a shame because they were really good. I know, Shane, you're a fan of what Be Good, right?
I love Be Good,
I've
dude.
never been, but I walk by one on my way to work every single day.
You need to get some for lunch.
Is that's like Chipotle and Moe's, right? Like they do.
It's
Is it like
not
that? That was the assumption I was under.
Be Good is more like, it's less like you're looking at the thing and be like, oh, I want that, that, and that. And it's more so they're big on like signature sandwiches and like, but they have like vegan options and
yeah, I don't care.
Their fries,
that's
incredible. They have truffle fries.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Don't like truffle fries. Truffle fries are good
fries
for the first like 5 to 10, and then I get kind of sick of the flavor.
Yeah,
which is why I prefer just regular fries.
Well, look, their fries they have like a special seasoning they use, and it's fucking incredible.
Can you buy their seasoning?
I don't know. I haven't actually tried that.
Because usually, like, if they have a special seasoning, you can just buy it.
Yeah. They do acai bowls, which are fucking delicious. They do like salads and burgers and chicken sandwiches, wraps. Like
maybe I'll hit up because it's the one at Downtown Crossing, and sometimes we head to Downtown Crossing for lunch. So
dude, they got chicken tendies.
Now we're talking my language here, man. You know I love me my tendies.
Are you a smoothie guy?
Of course, who isn't a smoothie?
They got smoothies. Do you have kids?
Yeah, no, I have like 15.
They got kids meals. This episode is sponsored by Be Good.
By Be Good.
No
Dude,
toys.
And Prime Energy.
I have to say that sounds great, but I'm also a big fan of Tasty Burger. I think that has to be one of my favorite.
They just shut down the one by North Station.
I know.
We used to go there all the time, dude. That was literally a minute walk from me. And they shut it down. I'm so upset. But it was a shit location, so I get it. But I'm still so upset about it.
And they moved the one near Fenway.
Really?
Yeah.
Where is it?
So, you know how there's like you know how it's like there where Wahlburgers is?
Yeah.
Almost directly across the street.
Really? That's feels like something you wouldn't want to do.
And it's the last time I went, it was packed.
Given, I think the demographic is probably different. You go to Tasty Burger, usually to grab it and just kind of eat as you walk, I feel like.
Tasty Burger
like, you don't sit down at Tasty Burger as much as you do, a Wahlburgers, obviously. By the way,
if you're gonna sit down at Tasty Burger, it's quick anyway. I think I went in, sat at the bar, sat down, or the waiter came up to me, I ordered, and then my food was ready in like 15 minutes.
Like
I was in and out of Tasty Burger in less than like 45 minutes.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys know how Wahlburgers came about, but it was like Mark Wahlberg went to, it was either an In-N-Out or a Whataburger. I forget which one. He went to one of those. It was like, why the fuck don't we have this in mass? So he just made his own, and it's like the exact same thing.
Probably Whataburger.
Yeah, I think it is. Is that the ones in Cali? Because what is In-N-Out Texas and Whataburger's Cali?
In-N-Out's like Western. I mean,
In-N-Out
it was one or the other.
California.
Is what I'm saying.
In-N-Out's California, and I think the other one is Texas.
Whataburger, I believe, is Texas. Yeah,
Whataburger is Texas.
And then Mark Wahlberg was like, "Hey, I'm Mark Wahlberg," and then everyone was like, "Oh my God, Mark Wahlberg opened up a burger place. I love Mark Wahlberg." And then he was like, "If I was on the flight in 9/11, I would have stopped it." You remember that?
Yeah. No,
yeah.
well, yeah,
like,
the
and everyone was pissed at him, and they were like, "No, you fucking wouldn't have. Like, shut up."
No. They said, and I quote, "It would have been a lot of blood in that cabin." But people edit it so that instead of like Mark Wahlberg talking about 9/11, it's him talking about a plane that landed safely from Vietnam. Because
never forget
the hate crime. Did you guys know Mark Wahlberg always plays the good guy in his films because he hates crime? Look up Mark Wahlberg hate crime for more information.
Yeah.
But dude, I don't know if you know, but so I live with my uncle. One of his best friends, Pat, nice guy, grew up in Dorchester. He grew up in Dorchester. He's pretty old. Neighbors with Mark Wahlberg growing up, and so like he has pictures. He flies him out there all the time. They hang out and whatnot. I think he's been extras. Him and his kids have been extras in some of his movies, I think. And he had told us Mark Wahlberg, total shithead as a kid. Oh no, yeah, terrible person. Great guy now, but as a kid, terrible.
I'm
and this is coming from a dude who used to be a drug dealer.
I'm reading up on it.
And now I don't mean like weed. I mean like this dude's like selling heroin and crack, right? Like, and he's like, yeah, Mark Wahlberg, terrible kid. Now though,
Terrible
cool. Now though, great guy.
Well, hey, next
That's funny,
episode.
you know?
Stay tuned for next episode where we have Mark Wahlberg on and we talk about.
Stay tuned for next episode where we all do heroin and crack.
We talk a little bit about
Mark Wahlberg 2 hate crimes.
We talk a little bit about his racist past, but really, what we have to shift focus to.
Yeah, this is now becoming like a
Mark Wahlberg
becoming like
podcast.
No,
Mark Wahlberg.
It's going to become an anti-racism podcast. We're going woke.
We're going woke.
I can't take anyone who seriously says woke like that. It's so fucking stupid.
Woke. Yeah, so we
rebranded. Go woke, go broke. I'll snap your neck. Fuck you.
Hey man.
And it's funny because every time someone says go woke, go broke, it's always about something that it's not like they're woke. It's just bad.
Yeah.
Like, correlation does not mean causation, but I also don't expect anyone like yelling about things being woke to, be intelligent.
Actually know what that means.
I don't expect them to be intelligent in like any manner. So like,
if you ask them
I went to college.
What woke means, they can't give you a straight answer.
I'm not racist.
I mean, well, no, yeah, no, it's,
I'm not racist.
I'm not racist.
It's like that Hellbender clip where they're like, "We're not racist," and then they all start clapping.
I love Hellbenders, dude.
Hellbenders.
Oh hell yeah!
We need to make it. They're coming back.
I mean, hey, we have Smiling Friends, so.
Smiling Friends season 2 is on the horizon, dude.
Well, Zach Hale help make Hellbenders, right?
Yeah.
Well, that's why. Yeah.
What
do you take us for?
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know, Shane, I posted it, but they showed like an episode of Smiling Friends. It's not finished yet. They still got to do a lot of the coloring and stuff, but it's an early version of it at New York Comic Con this weekend. Like a whole early episode. It's pretty funny.
It's really
Mr.
good.
Frog gonna be there?
No, this is them. It's funny. They decide to Pym takes Charlie out to a this club that tries to watch for UFOs because Charlie said about a week ago that he loves UFOs, and Charlie's like, I've literally never said anything like that in my entire life. What the hell are you talking about? He's like, oh, maybe it was someone else. We're already here.
Too late, yeah.
Dude,
well,
yeah.
I still love the special they did for Brazil, where because the Smiling Friends go to Brazil, so these gonna be fucking crazy. And no, it's just completely normal. Pym forgot to book their hotel tickets. They can't go to hotel, and they have to turn around and leave. And the only weird joke is that as they leave, you see a plane crashing in the background, and that's it. It's otherwise totally normal, and that's the joke.
Happens.
It's genius. It's so brilliant.
I kind of love that. That's like,
oh no, it's fucking brilliant.
A new direction for comedy.
The new direction for comedy is not being funny. Next episode, we'll have Amy Schumer
on. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming by, Noah and DJ. It's been real. DJ,
babe.
How's it been,
babe?
Babe,
DJ thought DJ was mad.
DJ
TJ was mad that I cheated on him with Megan Mufasi and myself.
I'm so fucking angry, bro. I'm so fucking pissed. I know where you live.
He's drink. No, you don't. You don't know my new address.
I did the postmaster. I can figure it out.
My dad? My father.
My father. Yeah. Anyways, keep an eye on your mailbox, bro.
Yeah, and make sure everyone else keeps an eye on their mailbox for when the next episode of Sneaker Meetup drops.
You can follow me on Twitter /x.com/LordSweepy.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
Maybe don't.
I will be posting about Gundams.
Don't do that.
Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notification bell if you want for more Mr. Galeer content. If you're listening, if you're listening on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, you can also follow the podcast and never miss an episode, that sort of thing.
And stream Luna.
And what?
Stream Luna.
Luna?
It's a K-pop group.
Oh, sorry, I'm not familiar.
I'm not either. I just think it's funny.
Stream BTS, I guess.
Stream BTS, yeah. Stream the new Teddy Swims album.
Please turn.
Dream to do Teddy swims.
Do you know what the name of it is?
Dream to do
It's
Teddy
called.
swims.
It's called like something. I'm not in therapy. Wait. Teddy. Hang on, I gotta Google it because.
Yeah. We're gonna have to do the outro like 3 more times as we talk about Teddy swims.
No. I've tried everything but therapy.
Dude,
Jesus.
that's
Okay.
just like what happens when I'm stuck at a red light and I'm like, dude, please turn like that Teddy Swim song, please turn green. You know he's on the new 1OK Rock album? I heard he's actually
And
pretty big in the metal scene.
Stop recording.
And we'll
Stop
see you
recording.
on the next episode. Take care and have a good one. Goodbye.